Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and I just finished editing the episode before the last episode, which means I haven't edited the last episode yet, so I don't actually know if I like having the face cam. I guess I'll find out when I edit that episode, which is the next episode I'll edit, and then I'll know whether or not I like it for the next episode I record, but then you'll be stuck with at least 2, possibly 3 episodes of face cam, depending on how those get divvied up. They might all be one video, they might be multiple videos. It kind of all depends, and it varies, and it really goes down to, like, how long did it take to record, how much of it was usable. Is there, the last episode was like, well, not the one you just watched, but the one I just edited was an hour and 40 minutes long, because there was no natural place to cut it. The whole thing was the gauntlet. What was I gonna do? I had to make it one whole video. I don't know. But I decided to get fun and cute and quirky with the camera today, and it's inside of a little window. I made this at work when I wasn't working. I made this instead. Does it look like a clean, classy computer UI? This is from my own Linux distro. It's not a real thing, but I could. Kind of looks like it would be from a Fisher-Price distro with like the colors and everything up here, the color choices and the rounded edges. I don't know. I was just playing around. I'm sure you'll see this develop and change, and it'll be different probably in future videos. Let's play Xenoblade Chronicles 3, shall we? We've been playing this game since what, July? Did this game come out in July? We've been playing this game for, let's see, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, almost April. That's like 8 months. Oh my good gosh. We better finish it soon. We need to wrap that up. I can't help but notice that if we come over here to the inlet camp, I'm here for a reason. I know this isn't where we left off last time. We were up in the cold snow around Omega. But while I was up there, I decided to have a look at some of our different yellow-marked quests, because I'm kind of hoping that these are quests that are going to lead to Ascensions, right? Like, I think the yellow ones are Ascension or Hero quests. And I noticed that we had 2 with Riku and Manana, which made no sense to me, because they already had their Ascension quest. But my hope is that, because it's Riku and Manana are required in the party, which I currently don't have them in the party. Hopefully they get switched in. I think, yeah, I've got Ethel in the party at the moment. My hope is that this is just like the core group, right? Like, it's like you gotta have Riku and Manana in there, because it's the core group, and we're about to get someone else's Ascension quest. I don't know whose. Senna's maybe, hopefully. Taion's, Uni's, I don't care. Just one of the main heroes, because it's ridiculous we don't have them ascended yet.
We should talk about this.
We're going to talk about this, that's why I selected it. It's soothing, the sound of the waves. Just look at it! The sea just seems to go on forever. If we were still in Colony Gamma, we'd never have ended up here. Don't think we would have either, eh, Noah? Yeah, no way. I don't think I could even imagine spending time just gazing out at the water. Well, of course not. If we had the time to spend staring at the sea, we had time to fight. You said it. I think having moments like these is good for us, from time to time. Agreed. I'm getting the call. Huh? It's Commander Asserd. Taion, can I bother you? Of course, Commander. What can I do for you? I need to discuss something with you. Could you come by Colony Lambda? That is, when you have a free moment. I would hate to inconvenience you. Yes, understood. We'll be there. Alright. See you later then, Taion. What did he say? That we should meet him at Lambda, whenever we have time. Alright, then let's pay him a visit when we have a gap in our schedule. What is this? Okay, alright! We're getting Taion's side quest at long last. His Ascension quest, it should hopefully be. I'm down for that. Let's head over to Colony Lambda, and we will see what Asserd wants. I thought we already... You know what? We did Asserd's quest is what I'm thinking of. So that would be right down here. Pentalis region full. Kind of in... you know what? I think there's actually a Lambda fast travel point. More or less right in his office. Okay, well, I mean, it's not right in his office, but it's close enough, too. Doesn't he live, like, right inside of here? Also, maybe we should have tracked this quest? How do you do that? You hold down that button, and then that button takes you to quests. This is the problem when you only play the game once every other week. I can't say I've been playing it non-stop for several months, but I have been playing it for several months. Also, we're going in. It's happening. Apparently that's all we had to do was follow the quest.
I remember. Taion got that message from Izzard, right?
I did. I was thinking now might be a good time to see him.
I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. We'll be waiting outside.
Thank you. I'll try to make it quick.
Is he frozen? Oh, he's looking
What's
at something. I just saw the game was broken.
This was Nimue's. A lens. A membrane covering an iris.
Nimue, use this.
Yeah. It must have been 5 years ago. It was on an expedition to the Cadencia frontier. However, Kefesi troops attacked at night. My squad was crushed. And I was hurt bad.
That must be Nimue. I know her legs anywhere.
The one who nursed me back to health was Nimue. Theirs was a curious colony. No one ever fought. They'd spend their days tending Zophronias. There used to be a castle there at one time. But at some point it was destroyed in a great battle, and there it lay in ruins. It was there that I saw some cradles left over from that time. They looked like they would break at any minute. But still, some were making soldiers. Nimue, she was just one of them. The people there, they were like we are now. They lived free of the Flame Clock's yoke.
Sir, you say they were like us. So perhaps their colony was freed by Ouroboros at some point in the past.
Well,
This is whole new
I'm
lore.
not sure. It looked like Nimue and the others had always been living off the land. Also, they'd been strictly shunning contact with others for generations. Naturally, most people there gave me the cold shoulder. Before long, I journeyed away from the colony, along with Nimue.
Nimue left with you? Why, sir?
There's a world out there. It'd be nice to see it.
Interesting. Can we figure out where they're standing right
I wondered
now?
at her motivations,
Just based on...
but I think I see now. Now we don't live under the Flame Clock's yoke. We're more free to consider our emotions. Back then, Nimue had to carefully hide the fact that her iris was unconnected to a flame clock. She enlisted a Nopon engineer to make the lens. All so she could live among us.
Didn't we find...
And after that,
in the Cadencia
she became
region,
the Nimue you know.
a cave that we couldn't
I
enter?
never knew you two had such a connection.
And I said we'll probably
Incredible.
come back here for a quest?
But why show me this now?
Or it's
Well-
unrelated?
Actually,
What? The leadership want Nimue's colony wiped out?
yeah. We only just heard. A Nopon merchant was able to tip us off. And since Nopon are involved in handling most logistics and transportation, the information should be good.
So the brass have pinpointed its location.
Could be.
You don't have to be so cagey, Commander.
Cagey.
You can tell it to me straight. Am I wrong? You'd like us to keep Nimue's colony safe.
But
Isn't that the reason? Why you've told me this whole story? If you moved to protect the colony, it'd put this place in the line of fire. I've heard. Like how, after the consul's disappearance and the loss of the flame clock, despite sending a report to HQ, you haven't received a word of reply.
we reported that it all happened while we lay there unconscious. which is the unvarnished truth, yet still nothing.
I understand. Let me run it past the others, Commander.
I think that it's funny that we literally in the last episode were talking about how, well, we might find more mysteries, but there's no more colonies or anything to find.
Sounds like a scoop.
Well, sounds like we
There's
might
something
have been
I want
off
to discuss with
base.
everyone. Could I have a moment of your time?
Yeah, come on. Should we actually play as Taion, since this is his Ascension quest? I mean, I know that we've been playing Senna for as long as anyone can remember, never really knowing why. But we could play as Taion, and I don't actually have to open the menu to do that. I don't know what his class is right now. Have we ever even played as Taion before? It feels good. It feels right. This is the thing to do right now. We are really getting into his shoes. We're leading the party. We're really gonna crack our level cap and do the thing that is sort of requested. I'm so excited for this. Let's go. Oh, we should probably put Riku and Manana in the party. He keeps demanding it of us.
What a beautiful story. Those two must have shared a lot of memories.
Like you said, Taion. Sounds like Ouroboros got involved in the past.
So that pretty much makes it our business. Count us in, mate.
Saffronia, that's that thingy, right? We saw one growing once.
If there's loads of them blooming somewhere, that's something I'd want to see.
Huh? I'm shocked.
What? I don't like flowers and junk.
Banana too! Banana have wished to see flowers!
This is unusually proactive for you, Manana.
Why so? Ladies and flowers are like peas of same pod!
No idea what Manana talk about. But someone have to keep Manana out of trouble.
My boy Riku.
That okay with friend Taion?
Sure. Thank you, everyone.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to open the map now, and we're all going... Or, hold on, do we have to go talk to him? Yeah, actually, never mind. I was going to immediately open the map and see if it was kind of where I more or less remember that cave being, but we'll find out here in a minute. First, we've got to go tell Isard that, hey, we had a little conversation over by the fire, and everyone agreed that we'll do this thing, which isn't shocking, because that's what we do every time we're presented with a problem. You know, we're Team Ouroboros helping people out. That's what friends do.
'Cause that's what friends do.
Thanks. I'm sorry to involve you in this.
No, you're not.
Don't worry. We all agree that this is something we should do.
As with everything.
It's a while since we first got thrown together. We're used to this by now.
And, you know, we want to see Sophronia's.
It was me. I'm the one who threw Nimue's life into chaos.
Are we gonna find like a
Should've
reborn
just left her where she was.
Nimue?
Commander.
Taion,
Sir?
if Nimue's been reborn, if she's in that colony, keep her safe by any means. This time, I want her to follow the path she was meant to tread.
Yes, sir. I promise.
I mean, she's been reborn. She's gonna be all short, and she's not gonna have the legs. Can we like rapidly age
I
her
don't get
back
it.
up,
Why doesn't the commander just
like
come
we did
along?
with Ethel?
He's got no choice, right? He might get the attention of the castle or something.
Oh, guess so. That's not all, I think. I'm sure he must be scared. If he meets her again, he might end up behaving the same way towards her.
Is that a bad thing?
No, I don't think so. But I do understand how he feels.
Yeah, I definitely hesitate. It's not just about himself.
If I hadn't been so careless, the commander wouldn't have to feel this way.
You're not still thinking like that, are you?
No. I'm just...
You just what? Looking back all the time never helped nobody,
You tell him.
Look, I know.
right? Come on then.
Uni.
Huh?
Okay, sorry. I know you're right.
Sorry, if you ever notice that during these I'm glancing off to the side over here, this is where, I mean, you can't see it, but there's a whole screen over here about like a few inches from my face that's got the OBS window in it and the preview and everything. And I'm just checking to make sure all looks okay. Alright, let's open up the map. We're going to see whether or not this is where I think it is. Now, I think it's going to be... You can kind of see, if you look up at the castle to the right and down, there's a little patch of land, and I'm almost positive that's where we found the cave. Where we're going... Hold on, now wait a minute. Wait, where does this... Wait, where is it prompting me to go right now? Wait, but it looks like it's prompting me to go somewhere around here. Are we no longer... Hermit's Inlet, head for the specified locations. Cadencia region. Well, then I am very confused then. Hold on a minute, open the map back up. Is that just the arrow of where we're standing? I thought that was the arrow of where we need to go. I've been playing this game for 8 months now. You'd think I would have known this by now. Here we are. Is it in this area? It's like right up here. This is exactly where I said it would be. Look right here. Oh, this is it. I knew it. I told you. You might have doubted me.
Feeling the pressure yet?
Why would I be? I'm fine.
I'm feeling the pressure. Oh, okay, that's not what I thought it was. From the angle we were standing, it looked very different. But do you remember when this was all blocked off with a bunch of stone and stuff? I knew that there would be something back here. Not this, but like I assumed it would be a monster. Something like that. Go defeat the dragon inside the cave. You gotta kill the kobolds and steal their candles.
There's a mine just down the road. You need to kill the kobolds and take their candles.
There's a Phoronis here.
Looks like it's trying to clear away the earth.
No sneaking through with this big thing in the way.
I think we found the enemy force the commander mentioned.
Manana not see any people.
Whole unit made up of Levnesses. Much weirdness.
Can we take down a whole fraudness?
Look. A console. They haven't found us, have they?
No. I don't think they've spotted us just yet. This one might have different abilities than that K guy.
Guess that's a thing. But why have only Levnesses?
Trying to center my head in the frame.
I can't fathom what this Mobius can do, but they're about to wipe out an allied colony.
We gotta stop them.
They
also,
have a fun
allied?
time explaining that to soldiers.
True, true.
Let's hurry. All that digging will take some time.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go?
If we can bypass this unit, we should be able to beat them there.
I mean, we could just take on the whole thing. We're Ouroboros.
Make sure we
can
don't
all
get
go
spotted.
into
Ready?
like our fusion forms and just smack the thing down. I've seen the end of the game. I know what we're capable of. What happens if I just don't take this little route here? What happens if I just go down there and I confront the console? Can I do that?
Stay undetected this way.
Yeah, but do we have to? Like, will you allow me to... it wouldn't be wise to give... well, then fine! That would have been hilarious, though. If we just said no and ran down there and fought him head on. I mean, if it's just him, if that thing's busy digging, I reckon we'd probably have a pretty good shot of taking him down. And it really wouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Once he's down, what's commanding the Levnesses? Nothing. They'll just... Well... It might be like in the 2005 Bionicle storyline where they go back to Metronui, and even though the city's in ruins and shambles, spoiler alert, the Vaki still have their programming. I always thought it would be a nice a nice twist in 2005 if the way that the Toa Hordika like did war with the Viscerak, because there's a whole war with the Viscerak, and it's like 5 Toa, 6 Rahaga, and a Katangu. And I always thought it would be a nice touch if instead they had to go out and reawaken or like reprogram the Vaki, and then what you had at the end was a war between the Viscerak and the Vaki. I thought that would have been really cool. I kind of halfway expected it as the storyline progressed, because I was like, where are the Toa going to get an army to fight these things? Where on earth are they going to get forces like that? And it just came to my mind one day. I was like, wait a minute. You know, as I was reading through the books, because they even mentioned the Vaki are poking around, I'm like, they could reprogram the Vaki, and they can have them help them storm the Colosseum and free the Matoran. How cool would that be? And then they just don't. And it's just 5 Toa, 6 Rahaga, and a Katangu against the whole of the Viscerak Horde, and Sidorak and Rudaka. And, I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, it could have been a lot cooler. Also, if you're wondering why there aren't 6 Toa, you're clearly not familiar with the lore. Alright, I guess there's technically 6 Toa present, but there's 5 Toa attacking. Okay, 2005 was the year that Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith came out, and I think everyone got a memo that just said, you know, this is the year of edge. This is the year of edginess. This is the year of your heroes are the bad guys now, and someone needs to have a turn to the dark side, but also we know where they all end up because we've all been with the 2001, 2003 storylines. So whichever one turns bad has to be good again by the end, otherwise really mess up canon.
Not enough time. We'll have to do something before then.
What kind of place is this?
This is the Ruja headwaters, naturally. As you can tell, there's the waters. There's the Ruja right there. It's another word for waterfall. That's not true, I made that up just now. It's definitely not at all true, real, or factual. Don't check the dictionary, don't Google it, take my word for it, I made it up.
A fight?
Why does he sound so shocked by it?
Agni and Autolevs, is it? But who are they fighting?
I mean...
Could it be?
It's gotta be.
So it would seem.
Who else would it be?
Roger!
Oh my gosh, it's little Nimue! Little baby Nimue! I don't know if that was supposed to be revealed, but it's pretty obviously her. It's just the same model, but shrunk down. And like with a smooth filter applied to her face to get rid of the age. Because everyone knows, if you've ever seen someone who's like, 18, they're disgustingly aged. So you'd have to add a filter to them. Is the joke that I'm making. Because everyone in this game is a child. Even Teach, who looks like he would be about 35, is actually at most, 18, 19 maybe? I guess he could be his final term, 19. Even though he looks like and kind of acts like an adult with a lot of experience. He's been alive for like 10 years, I guess. 9 years, whatever. Everyone is a child! It's very... unless you go to the city. It's weird. This is a weird game. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I loved this game. I kind of miss 2, though. 2 was a great game. I have gone back to 2 since I started playing 3. And I will confess, some of the things that didn't bother me in 2 kind of bother me now. Like the field skills and everything. Bit of a nightmare to get around in that game. What are my abilities? I'm just playing as Taion and giving no mind to what I'm doing. I have the ability to topple, apparently. I should probably look over my setup.
Nimue! Ma'am. I know it's hard for you to believe us, but I promise you, we aren't lying.
Oh, did we already do the whole story?
Can we really trust you?
No. Yes.
Nimue.
Huh?
We are going to end the world.
I mean... These Levinuses were unmanned. It's likely they were a scouting party. The main force, they're drawing near.
Very well. I'll choose to trust you. However, I do not speak for our entire colony. The others will decide on their own. Follow me. I'll take you to meet our chief.
Chief?
Yeah, I'm surprised by this too. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be, like, really funny because it's a little child? And they're like, I'm the chief here, arg! Or is it going to be someone who's, like, shockingly, surprisingly old? I'm kind of past thinking it's going to be Pyra or Mithra or Keropanreki or Sharla or anyone like that, right? It's not going to be. It's going to be someone... I would have found out by now. Am I going the right direction? Is this... Do I need to go back this way? I'm very confused. I think that's the way we came from. I'm kind of at a point now where if there... I feel like if one of them was in the game, it would have just been spoiled for me already. It's been 8 months. I would have seen it in a meme somewhere at some point. And I'm trying to avoid these spikes in the ground because I don't want to fight a Ropal, yet here we are. Not only am I here fighting a Ropal, now I'm fighting 2 of the darn things, which is exactly what I was trying to avoid. But sometimes in life, you just get Ropaled in. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Kind of tired. I had a really carb-heavy meal for some reason. I regret it. It wasn't the best choice. But... no, I have no excuses. I shouldn't have done it. I know better. I'm wiser than that. Should have prioritized protein. And then maybe a tall glass of water. Well, that's just my mistake. I'm not going to rope all of you into it. Nor am I going to rope you into a fight with this Ropal. We can just keep running. Heading deeper and deeper. Presumably, hopefully, maybe getting closer to what might possibly end up being a whole new city. Or maybe like 3 tents and about 4 people. We've seen at least 4 people, and we know that they have someone who leads them, so maybe 5 people. It's a possibility there's a 5th old person, or very young person, that just stays in a tent all day. Okay, this is about what I expected. Granted, I thought there would be...
Taion, was that your name?
I thought there would be tents. She's so small.
Yes. No, sir, though. Just Taion.
Taion. Before, you called me Nimue. How did you know my name?
Well, you see... Right, your dog tag on your...
Dog tag?
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
What?
Taion.
I guessed. I'm told I have great intuition. Guessing a name for me, it isn't even a challenge.
Wow, is that true?
No!
Yeah, you
Be
bet.
on it. What function does this serve?
Oh, this is doing my head in. Just stop it, tell her. Oh,
I'm with her.
great idea. Not. By the way, Nimue, you're the reincarnation of my old boss. Who's gonna believe that? It sounds crazy as all spark, dude.
Uni.
Cinna making sense.
We've had a lot longer to get used to all this stuff, remember?
Hey, something funny, love? Nothing. You're being very uni, but I like that about you.
Aww.
Oi, what's that supposed to mean? Uni is as uni does. Besides, I think it's not just the rebirthing thing. He's feeling the same as Izzard. Taion is.
Poor fella. Your blade.
Huh?
I have the same.
Oh, that's true. You're the one who taught me.
I did?
No.
Why are you bad
someone
at
who looked
this?
like you.
You're
Yeah,
clever.
Right.
What's wrong?
You all came from outside, didn't you?
Yes.
What's it like out there? This place is all we know. We're not allowed to leave. It's forbidden, you see.
Oh. Honestly, it's not all that wonderful.
A world of endless war. People taking each other's lives away.
Yes.
Why didn't we just have
It's a
Taion
pitiful
say
place.
that? Why not just have him
Still,
say it's a land of
Even
endless
so, I want to
war?
go. I need to see it. A world wide open.
You'd have to fight, too.
But you're not like that, are you? It's a sad world, but you're trying to change it. Am I wrong?
Well,
If there are people like you in that world, well then, I'm sure it's wonderful. And that is what I want to see.
Sweet, innocent summer child. It's not a world full of people like me, though. It's a horrible world. There are horrible people out there. Like Kite. He's not so bad. I think Kite's come around. Did we wrap up Kite? I feel like we wrapped things up over there. I think it's probably all good. I don't know. I feel like we'll probably be playing Matchmaker at some point between Kite and Juniper. Or at least I'm sure Kite would like us to. I don't know how Juniper feels about the whole situation. Also, what on earth am I looking at? What are you? What? I saw that in a Bionicle book once. I got nothing, nowhere to go with that. There's no joke to be had there. I was trying to think of the Matanui, the Mechanui, the Rahi book that came out. That's the Artakabul, but it doesn't look anything like that. Artakabul is brown. I made one. I just looked at the picture and figured out what parts I needed. My favorite Bionicle is, of course, the Moo Cow. It's a real thing. Look it up. I'll put a picture on screen probably. I don't know.
Pretty.
Glad you like them. They're nearly in full bloom. Give it 3 more days, and they'll be covering the whole cliffside.
Wow. Now that I want to see.
Yeah! The chief is over there. Let's go.
We have some new names registered.
Lost Colony. Well, I'll be darned. Check this place out. Not that. Check this place. So, should we recognize these ruins as something from one of the first 2 games? Or
to colony relations.
are these the ruins of some place we'll find out about in the upcoming DLC? The Lost Colony. Maybe this is the colony where... Well, no, it's not the city, because the city... We know where the ruins of the city are. Perhaps we should just play, and we'll find out. Well, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be down there? I just wanted to run up here and have a look around the place.
So pretty.
It is very pretty.
Just like the image Nimue showed me.
Am I supposed to be staying beside Nimue? Is that what I did wrong? Did I, wander off from her? By the way, we have all of our heroes, right? So it's not like Nimue is going to be joining the party, I don't think. Why is Nimue not a hero that we can get? I mean, I certainly don't think we have any heroes left in our slots. So I'm just kind of perplexed and confused. Nimue, darling, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I ran off without first telling you that we were going and also waiting for you. And I regret that we run faster than you. I'm trying to, pace myself to run exactly at her speed. There, I think am I there? I think I'm running a little bit faster, so I'm starting to catch up. This is going to be very difficult, because I don't want to fall behind, but I don't want to overtake her, but I also don't want to constantly be going up and back and up and back. Like when you're following someone on the road who's going, right at the speed limit, but no one else does that, and you want to go a little bit faster, or maybe they're going a little bit too slow, and you just can't pass them, so you kind of, ride them, and then you fall back, and you speed back up. How many years has it been since we've caught sight of anyone from outside? It's been 5 minutes, because here I am! I've never seen people from outside at all. This is my first time seeing some actual Kavesi people. The peaceful life indeed. It must have been nice for them all this time. Why do they have their own pods? That raises a number of questions. Also, yeah, this is definitely very much inspired by, Agnian design. So this is... Oh, something sus is going on around here. Oh, okay, alright. Should we head on in? Do we reckon we're going to know who this is or be shocked by them? This just looks like another child soldier. They don't look... That's all this is. This is just Stella, the chief.
I thank you, kind outsiders. Though, I'm afraid we will not be leaving this place.
But why? There are troops on the way coming to kill you. You don't expect to just beg for your life. Chief!
Since ages past, we have prospered in this land we call home.
even knowing war rages on constantly in the outside world. If that war is to reach our land, then I'm happy to accept our fate. Or you could call it our punishment.
Punishment?
Outsiders. As thanks for assisting Nimue's team, we prepared chambers. However, that is only for tonight. Tomorrow, I would ask you to leave. We must follow the path which fate has set for us.
Well, that's just sad. Why don't we defy fate?
We have some new names.
We'll kill it if we have to. We'll do a whole Final Fantasy VII Remake, spoiler alert, and we'll go fight the physical embodiment of fate, and we'll win. Because that's what friends do.
Because that's what friends do.
Allegedly. I'm not a Bionicle. I don't never had friends before. It's actually a tragedy in my life. Look, they got farming down. How come we couldn't figure this out?
Is this place a crop-growing colony? You barely ever see any of these in Keves.
Seems like a nice way to live. It's warm. They live in comfort.
Yeah.
How could they deserve punishment?
What's this?
I think this was from another me.
Finally!
Remember the battlefield at Cana? I found it there.
Back there?
Is Nimue different from before?
No, she hasn't changed. Same old Nimue.
Well, maybe it's the same with me then. Wait, hang on. Do you reckon the past me was more like her?
In what way?
Elegant, graceful, refined?
No way. You'll be the same no matter how many times you're reborn.
And that's a good thing, Taion. Tell her that's a good
sorry.
thing.
I didn't... What I wanted to say was...
I don't suppose we could change. But you know, some things are different sometimes.
Huh.
Because this time round, we're Ouroboros. Things will be different. We're with you, Taion.
Beautiful insight we've just received. Some things are different sometimes.
I didn't expect encouragement from you.
Well, you do make a good cuppa.
Lots of long gazes that I'm having trouble reading. She's definitely sus about us, and she has a right to be, because no one just guesses someone's name. If you've never walked up into the street and been like, you're a Bart, I know it.
At this rate, it's going to be up to us.
Can we manage? There's plenty of them.
No people, though. Maybe we can just let rip out here, then.
I mean, I guess so, but...
If we don't, this place is done for. Only one choice left to us.
Right.
I feel like I have to explain everything I do, because normally when I record, I would just scratch my leg. But now I've got a webcam, and suddenly I'm going like...
What's that?
My leg. You know, I feel like there has to be an explanation of events taking place. What is that? It's the Lost Colony Barracks. Well, that was the Lost Colony Barracks. This is probably their crashed and destroyed former Ferronis Hulk.
Taion? What's up?
It's just this Ferronis.
A flame clock?
Interesting.
Oh man, and it even works. It's just a flicker, but still.
Is it this colony's life force?
No, I don't believe so. It's ancient, so it must be a malfunction or something. Remember, the people here aren't part of the flame clock system.
You make a good point.
Maybe we should destroy it.
I've got it! All of this, it's this thing's fault.
Huh? What is?
It was really bothering me. This place has been safe all this time. Why is Mobius just now taking notice? This is why. For whatever reason, this decrepit Phoronis has come back online.
That's how they found out.
Indeed. After all this time, it's bad luck for the people here.
Destroy it.
Taion?
We can just destroy it.
Riku, do you know much about Phoronises?
Silly question. Maintaining Colony 9 Phoronis was one of many jobs of Riku.
Oh yeah, right. That sure kept you busy.
That's perfect. Then could you take a look at this?
What for?
If it still happens to work, we just might save this place.
No way. So what if we get it to work?
I think I see where he's going with
fighting
this.
days are done.
It won't have to fight.
Never mind.
We're going to play a little trick.
Okay then.
Trick?
I'm with you, Lance. I'm also confused.
How is it?
Friend was right. Phoronis can still move. Drive works barely, but Riku think it will run.
Can you repair it?
If we find several parts, then possible.
How long do you need?
Friend telling Riku to hurry?
I mean...
Well, Mechanicis of Riku's talents can do this in 30 minutes.
Can we get our hands on these parts in time?
There are lots of Phoronis and Levnis wrecks sprinkled about here. Must be something Riku can use.
Understood. Start making preparations for repairs. Let's split up and search for the parts we need.
Sure. We'll handle it.
We're not actually going to split up, though, are we? We're all going to still, run around together as a party, which is the thing that we tend to do.
The 3 kinds of parts and an ether cylinder.
It kind of feels like we've got them all. Just judging by the fact that that just flew across the screen and seemed to suggest we've already got them all. There is something marked on the map here that we are currently heading towards. It's quite a ways away, though, so maybe we'll go ahead and hit the wrong button, check the map, and see how far away that actually is. So that's going to be way down here close to the entrance. Is that the last part that I actually need? Kind of seems to suggest that maybe these aren't like special quest-only parts. Rather more so probably likely it's one of those situations where, wait a minute, hold on. What? Wait. Oh, ah! Yeah, no, we want to go this way. I'm thinking. But isn't this the direction back to where those guys are trying to do the digging? Where are we going to end up here? Hold on, no, we tried to hop down there before and there was like a... Okay, no, I'm actually kind of slightly confused. Let's see if this is going to kill us. And when it doesn't, because it looks like we're going to get away with this. Oh my gosh, look, a list of everything we need. Cube chips are the only things we don't have. Presumably those are the area-specific items that we can only find around here. Maybe after fighting these particular Levnises, or not Levnises, Phoronises. No, Levnises. Levnises are the little ones. Levnis and Little both start with L, and then Fearsome and Phoronis both start with F. So that's how we remember which is which. Starting right now, because I just came up with that. Oh my gosh, an actual bit of parkour to get to this chest here, which doesn't really have anything to do with what we're doing, but it seemed like it could be fun. I'm sorry, wait, I just finished fighting this thing, and as it died, I realized I think it's called an armadillo. And that's just not what armadillos look like. They don't tend to be mechanical in nature, although they do have thick shells, which I guess is comparable in some way. To metal plating, I mean. Like thick shells and metal plate. Maybe not, though. I opted to walk back, which I think was probably a good idea, so I could explore some of these areas that we didn't really thoroughly explore on our way through here the first time. But also, my gosh, is it a walk or what? I love how when you start walking into these colonies, suddenly 40 of these people just materialize all around you and start walking this way too. Like, look, that one up there. Where did they come from? Why were they all out here? Where are they all going? Who knows? We just have to make it feel like it's lived in. See, this is normal to have little groups of friends just standing outside the colony. How many years has it been since me and all my friends first started standing around out here? It's been so long. And then you actually get in the colony, and then it's like, where are all the people? They're all wandering around outside. You remember that time that we went behind one of the colonies and some random little offshoot route, and it was just swarmed with people, like dozens and dozens of people crawling over rocks in this not even well-worn path, just kind of there for no reason that we could determine? That was odd. Do you remember? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Gosh.
You're going to fight?
Not quite. We're,
Taion, I want to fight too.
No way. I'm not letting you get mixed up in all this.
So you really are going to fight? You could get hurt. If someone dies, I couldn't take it. Sitting here pretending none of that is happening? I understand our chief's feelings. It's thanks to her that we've lived in peace this long. But there's a war going on in the outside world. There are many who don't want to see it, or wish it wasn't happening to them. Yet, you've come to us following your own path. And that is real. It's how the world really is.
Nimue.
Please.
All right. I'll allow you to watch us while we're fighting. But under one condition.
Don't die
That
again. Again? I mean...
When we first came here, it was like an awakening. There are still beautiful places like this in the world. We have to keep this place safe. That's what we're fighting for. Once you've seen how we do things, promise me that you'll protect this place. That fight belongs to you.
My own fight.
Yes.
You have a deal, Taion. I'll watch all of you, how you fight. I'll burn it into here.
Riku done! Time to light fire!
I wish I kind of knew what the plan was, but I guess then it wouldn't be a surprise if it worked. You kind of have two options in the story. You can have the plan that doesn't go according to plan, right? So you tell them the plan up front and then things go wrong, and that creates the suspense and the drama. Or you can have a plan and not tell the audience what it is,
meant to float away?
and then the audience is just
it was
going by the seat of their pants, unsure of what's going to happen, and then the plan is a success.
Did you input the coordinates?
Of course. Riku fed Ferronis numbers just as directed.
What's going on?
We've made ourselves a lure.
A lure?
Like we're fishing.
Now I get it. That thing's gonna lure in the Mobius and beat it up.
They know about this place because of that thing's flame clock. As such, Mobius are probably watching out for that Ferronis.
So we'll make the Mobius think that the Ferronis sense their approach, and that it's going to attack.
Honestly, I would give it about 50-50. Let's hope this particular Mobius is a complete fool.
Anyone remember P?
And then we can all swoop in and rinse this mudder. Gotta love a nice and simple plan.
Alternative.
What happens after we beat them? Won't they end up coming back? As long as the Ferronis is there?
I haven't forgotten about that.
I have a better plan.
I've got a little something in mind.
I have a better plan. Why not just have it go up? Because
Thank you.
We can see the sky from here, and then just away, and they'll follow it away. They don't know that there's people in here, right?
Us, we'll make it work for sure. And keep the Sophronias safe.
Maybe I'm the fool, but it just seems like it might be a better idea to... whatever. Like, my idea is that you have it go out the roof of here, you know, like straight up, and then maybe fly in like a thiswardly direction and then right off the map. And they'll watch that happen and go, well, it didn't work. Oh well. This, I guess, I mean, that... While a better plan in real life does not provide the sort of drama and suspense and confrontation you want out of a story, it would be a very boring video game if that happened. We have to fight the console because that is what gives the game its harumph and its edge and its joy and its splendor.
Is it go time?
Taion!
Also, why did this thing come back online? There's no explanation for it. It would have been great if it had been...
Here we go!
Like little Nimue's fault, because she was curious
really
about the outside world and accidentally turned it back on. And she's bearing the burden of that. Could still be something like that, I don't know. Kind of like the first couple episodes of Avatar, The Last Avatar, where they accidentally set off that trap, the booby trap, in the Fire Nation ship.
While those Piranhas are busy fighting, we'll move in from behind. We'll hit them where it'll hurt them the most. The console.
Got it.
That was my idea an hour ago when we first got here. I wanted to just run down there and fight the console, and the game said, no, I shan't abide it. You're going to have to do the plot, which is, I mean, fine. Again, in terms of creating a fun and compelling story, that is the thing you would do. What was that little... Did y'all see that? What was that popping up out of the ground? Okay, can we just, like, throw ourselves down? Let's get away from the... Okay, well, that's perfectly fine and fair. I mean, I feel like we could run underneath it. I don't think it would notice us or care, and it's not like it has feet that's going to squish us. But no, we'll go around. What can you do? How about this for a surprise entry? And it only cost us a fraction of our health. Look, he's still there. He's exactly where he was the last time I... Oh. Well. Okay! Well, good news, everyone. It looks like it restored us to right back there where we fast traveled before, which is good. I don't know if it does a save every time you fast travel, but in any case, I'm not gonna lie, when I first loaded back in, I thought for sure it'd reset us to the beginning of the quest, but nay, and it looks like everything may be going our way, hopefully, today.
It's you lot! Wait, is this a trap?
Sorry about that, mate. Turns out you had a bit of a brain fart.
Nice one.
Oh! Ah! Impossible! Could I really have been fooled by these peons?
Hey.
My mighty self? Ridiculous! Not a chance! This just isn't happening!
This guy's in serious denial. Anyhow, looks like he's genuinely clueless about Nimue and the others.
Uni is covered in dirt.
Promise us you'll turn
Everyone
around
is.
and go back the way you came, and we will let you go. Give a message to your masters, if you even have any. Tell them exactly how you fell into our trap.
What? You think I'm some lonely errand boy? Stop your messages! I'm all about the streaming! And I will enjoy yours before the day is through. That's why I am Mobius!
Why are they all so gross?
I will never turn back! I will cut through!
This was reminding me of a frickin' Thomas the Tank Engine villain, if I'm honest with you. This is one of the diesels. Alright, Mobius V. For Vendetta. I don't know. I don't remember adding Riku and Banana to the party. It's possible that the very first time we had a conversation that required them, the game just added them to the party, and I did not realize. And that's actually probably what happened, and they've been here the whole time. I kind of messed up this chain attack a little bit. It didn't go to plan. I wasn't paying enough attention to what I'd done, and I think we could have easily defeated him if I'd been looking at it more closely. But to be fair, that's the first chain attack I've done since the Gauntlet. And, well, I mean, I guess I might have done some in the last episode. I don't remember. I haven't edited it yet. But what I do know is that in the Gauntlet, it was very different because it was all heroes. And I was trying to get used to doing it to my guys again, and I forgot that we had Ouroboros forms that we could use, like interlinked forms to finish the combat. and that just kind of snuck up on me, and I think we got one shorter round than we could have if I'd been paying more attention. I mean, we defeated him, but it could have been cooler.
My apologies!
What's he saying sorry for, creep?
Okay, now Riku. Understanding.
Okay, so he's got a thermal detonator. And he's somehow just put this thing into overdrive. And he's about to bear hug this fella.
What did you... Guys, take cover!
I thought it was just going to push the other one out with its big bear hug.
Was an explosion.
And then they both go into the ocean.
What did you do?
Friend want to know?
Dunno. Will it take long?
Explaining principles take half a day.
Then I'll pass.
How about a sweet and condensed
whatever the
version?
snap happened, it all went down a treat.
If I was a Mobius, I'd at least try to check the situation before going all in.
Seriously, what a total dingus.
Anyway, we got the best possible outcome. Amazing.
I still think my plan was better, but to each their
Taion,
own.
I saw everything. The way you fought. Do you spend every day battling like this?
Yeah, usually multiple times a
Gladly,
day.
Yes.
Huh?
We need the people of your colony to protect this place. It's true, there are times when our fight takes a toll on us, but we carry on that fight because we have a mission.
A mission?
The foe we fought today, Mobius, who made this world the way it is, we have to take it back from them. We have to make a new world. One without fighting, where you won't have to hide away in fear.
Taion.
But sometimes we do need rest, to forget fighting for a time. This place could be our refuge.
I understand. Then we'll protect this land, so that whenever you grow tired of your fight, you can return here to rest.
Thank you.
Well, that's just beautiful. What a wonderful sentiment. Why is she not a hero? Was the roster just already full? They didn't want to lock one behind... I was going to say behind...
Our mission.
Huh?
If we manage to win, there's someone I want you to meet. Someday.
Lost Colony, though. I need to know more about the history of this place, how this happened. Also, I completely lost the thread of what I was saying there, other than maybe... Let's see, they had a full roster, no more room to add more heroes. I was going to say maybe they didn't want... I remember now. Maybe they didn't want to lock it behind... I mean, what are the odds? How many people actually did this side story? How many people did this Ascension quest? You kind of have to go through some hoops to even start it. You've got to go to a random inlet camp and have a conversation. So I thought maybe they wouldn't want to lock a hero behind all that, but then think about what you have to do to unlock Sagiri. That was the most abstract and arbitrary series of things we had to do. Granted, we did it entirely by accident. But still, I mean... I was doing just, like, desperate things, just random quests to see if we could find... I don't know. I feel like, yep, tactician limit break has been broken. Beautiful. I guess we'll carry on with the other discussion we have with Riku and Manana next time, and if I'm not mistaken, it said we would have to have that conversation in the city. I might be mistaken, though. Riku and Manana City Camp. Yeah, there you go. Fortune Clovers. Fortune. Oh, it's going to be uni. Guarantee it's going to be uni. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.